Hello, interwebs. My name is Joel. I like old Volvos, and this is my newest project. This is a 1987 Volvo 740 Turbo Estate. This car is unique in that it has a 4-speed manual plus overdrive. It's also got a few neat accessories that I want to show you. And I want to point out that this is a car I bought in non-running condition. I got this car from a local shop here in Virginia. They had a customer who basically brought the vehicle in a non-running condition to them. It stopped running while she was driving it about a year ago, and the shop, from what I understand, managed to trace it to no spark. And ultimately I found out about the car through a friend and was able to purchase the car from the owner. I've got a clear title, I've got original window sticker, I've got some maintenance documents, I've got a clear Carfax, and I am ready to get started on it. So I'm just going to do a quick walk around, basically show you some of the stuff that I saw when I bought it. You'll notice it's pretty clean overall. You'll notice no visible rust on any panels. I have not washed the car. I haven't done anything to clean it up whatsoever. We've got some original factory wheels, all 4 center caps, good condition. You'll notice some minor issues along the way. Obviously it's dirty. Got some broken taillights. Has a trailer hitch. Has actually got Volvo brand mud flaps, just the first of many accessory catalog items that you'll find. And I'm pretty stoked about all the little things. So let me just finish my walk around here. Try not to walk into any cars. We've got a fancy prop rod in the shape of that wooden rod right there. Shocks are blowing on the hatch. We've got a couple of roof rack rails. We've got a factory all-weather liner. Those door pockets I picked up from a salvage yard. You see some tan door trim on the left I got from a salvage yard. We've got a shop manual. Those are new factory carpets, still in the plastic. From what I can tell, they have never been used. Pretty stoked about that. We've got some broken trim on the back of the seat, and I've got some replacements for those. I don't know if they are the right color tan. I know Volvo made a change to the color tan over the years. You'll notice these door pockets are a little more orange. They're not really the right color. I'm fine with that for now, but ultimately I'd like to get the right color later. And you'll notice the little trim on the inside's in really good shape. A lot of times that gets aged or broken pieces and things like that. Some of you attentive Volvo folks may have noticed the checkered seat pattern, and we will get to that here pretty soon. Of course, you got the lower window seal sagging there, passenger side rear, and you can see this funny little thing on this door. This is adhesive of some kind. I'm not really sure what was there, sign or something like that, but we should be able to get that off no problem. All the trim is intact. They've got WeatherTech rain guards, I think they are. I've never had them before, so I might not be using the right term. We've actually got, I don't know if you can see that VIN etched glass. Like I said, this car has a clean Carfax, VIN etched windows. That was like an anti-theft thing back in the day, and that's pretty cool. Coming around here, you will notice I have the hood popped. You'll notice, of course, glass headlights, egg crate grill, fog lights. I may not be using the right term, but this is some kind of snow scoop on the top. You could see a dash cover. There is a small crack on the dash. The cover is definitely specific to this Volvo 740. Let's take a look under the hood. All right, there she is, the B230 FT. Dirty as all get out. Complete as far as I can tell. The handwritten documentation that came with the car indicates that the original owner increased the turbo boost to 13 psi, up from what I believe is 6 or 7 psi stock. This should be, from having looked at the plate on it, this is the stock TD05 12B, I think I've got that right. And that would be the stock turbo on this car in 1987. I don't see a manual boost controller. I don't know how they may have changed the boost. I don't know if they allegedly, fiddled with the wastegate rod actuator or what's going on there, but we'll sort that out. We've got some other turbos on the shelf we can always throw on here if we want to. I was happy to notice AC system retrofitted to R134A, so that's cool. I do know that the valve cover gasket was recently done by the shop who had the car. I know he confirmed fuel seems to be spraying and functioning as needed. We got a power steering leak over here. Looks like maybe some JB Weld or something on the reservoir there. This battery is from one of the other Volvos, from a 940 wagon. I just put this in a few minutes ago. The battery in here, I didn't even bother charging it. It was 7-8 years old based on the date code. We got the IPD sticker on here. This car also has front and rear IPD sway bars, and they're old school. They're the gold ones from many years ago. So I am the third owner. First owner bought it new. He sold it in 2016 to the woman I bought the car from. And so then the car came to me. So pretty excited about it. Let me go ahead and show you the interior, and then I'll tell you more about my plans for the car. Here we go. You can see the 4-speed manual, and there's the button on top for the overdrive. So I guess some call it a 5, some call it a 4+1. Steering wheel has kind of a cool wrap on it that I like. And 155,000 miles. Factory boost gauge, which I'm pretty happy about. This is I believe it's called the sport seat, and it's checkered in the middle, and then the bolsters are leather vinyl. Now they made a black version of this that had more of a grayish black checkering in the middle. Those look really cool. I think the black and the tan are the only two colors you could get the sport seats on, but I could be wrong about that. Anyways, let me go ahead and get in here. It's getting a little dark outside, so don't know if we'll be able to see too well. This is kind of cool. This is like a coin tray. I found an example of one of these on eBay. It's basically shaped like the dash. I don't know if they make it in tan, but this person chose to get it in black, so it's like stuck to the dash. I wonder how much damage it would do to the dash if I tried to remove it, but I'm okay to leave it for now. It looks like the air blows over the top of it, so that's cool. Factory accessory. IPD sticker, air conditioning, hopefully the original radio, and then this dealio. So it's kind of weird. I'm used to driving 5 and 6 speed cars, so 1 and 2 are front left, lower left, right? But 3 and 4, they're not out to the right, they're like straight forward. So it's almost like the gear placement is where it would be on a 6 speed, but you have no 5 and 6. So that's 3 and that's 4. And then, if I understand it correctly, you treat the overdrive, which has got a little 5 on there, like another gear. So you get off the throttle, push in the clutch, push in the 5, and then back out the clutch, back on the throttle, and you're good to go. So pretty cool. Like I said, interior's in decent shape. We do need some tan door trim, which is pretty common. door pockets don't match. As you notice, I've got some in the trunk, and over here it's a little bit uglier. Door pocket doesn't match. We're not only do we have broken trim, but the actual door handle that goes down behind the door panel, the door handle screws into the door itself, and that's the thing that when you pull on it to close the door, you're actually pulling on. Well, this one broke at some point, so then when someone was closing the door, they were pulling on the door panel. So I got the bucket already, the door handle bucket. I've got another piece of trim. Again, they're the wrong color tan, and then hopefully I'll be able to find the replacement door panel without too much trouble. I know they're old, but there's Volvo people out there. You'll notice on this door we've got a checkered insert that matches the seat. That's pretty cool. This door does not have one. I was really stoked to find that after I bought the car, that piece is in the trunk. It came undone and the owner hung on to it, and well, not the trunk, but you know, the cargo area, since it is a wagon. But the owner went ahead and had hidden that back there with the spare parts area. So it's not in perfect shape, but I think it's salvageable. I may take it to somebody who knows their way around a needle and thread and get them to clean it up. So once we get the door panel replaced and everything else on, and we get the piece replaced on the passenger door, the interior is going to be pretty close to done, as far as I want to get it. Lots of cleaning to be done, but generally speaking, that is where she stands. I did get another set of wheels. They're Eicher I1s, Eicher E1s. I don't know much about them, but they're clean, and the original owner allegedly ran them on the car, so pretty stoked about that. And I've already tried to siphon fuel out of the tank. I could not detect that anything was in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put fresh gas in it. I'm going to check and make sure all of our electrical is hooked up. And I'm taking a swing in the dark. I went ahead and replaced the power stage. The power stage is that little guy on the fender lining right above the battery. I replaced it with a used unit, not a unit that I took off of a car of mine, but one that I took out of a junkyard. So it is not confirmed to be working, but the fact that the loss of spark was intermittent leads me to believe that there is a possibility that is our issue. I don't think it's so simple that I can just get this car to start, but I figured what the heck, I might as well try. I do know from the shop that there's also likely some fuel in the oil from repeated attempts to start the car and not getting spark, and as a result, I will definitely be changing the oil once, maybe twice, maybe use some crap oil, and then once I get it all running, use some good oil, and then we'll go through it and we'll do the usual brake fluid, coolant, anything else that we think, you know, clutch fluid. I'm pretty sure it's a hydraulic clutch. I actually don't know much about the transmission. I do know that it is a weird unit that has fluid that's shared between the overdrive and the 1 through 4 gears, and some people use engine oil, some people use gear oil, some people use ATF. There's all kinds of recommendations out there, so that's how she stands at the moment. Looking forward to getting moving and starting to work on the thing, and hopefully we'll have the old girl back on the road and at Cars and Coffee in no time. Anyways, thanks for watching. Cheers.